Advisory services are offered through Creative Financial Designs Incorporated, a registered investment advisor, and securities are offered through CFD. Investments Incorporated, a registered broker-dealer, member of FINRA and SIPC. 765-453-9600. Diamond Financial Group is not associated with the CFD companies.
Good afternoon and welcome to Money in Motion. I'm your host, Jason Murphy, right here on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. So glad to have you with us this afternoon. I got to say, I was very pleased and excited to have someone stop by the office this last week that just had heard the segment from last week where I had my guest, Keith Packmeyer of Keith Packmeyer Ministries, was on last week and sang for us over the air, and it was just amazing. And so just had someone out there, one of my regular listeners, decided to stop by the office just to give me a word of encouragement, and I just thought that was incredible. So please, if you're enjoying the show and some of the guests that I have on from time to time and just want to stop by and give me a word of encouragement, I greatly appreciate that. I also want to give a quick shout out to my sponsors, and I have some new sponsors on for this next 3 months, and some that are returning that skipped the last quarter, but I'm so thankful for my sponsors. The show could not be done without them, and so I'm just so incredibly thankful to have Cookeville Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, Dr. Kim and Pam from out there do an amazing job. His nutritional program is amazing and is helping me get in better shape and really look at my nutrition on a regular basis. Darren Wilson of the Realty Firm has been a regular guest on my show, and he has also been a regular sponsor of the show, helping us to keep things going. The Window Tint Company, my friends Jason and Susie Petty of the Window Tint Company that can do some amazing residential or commercial window tinting to help protect your home and the insides of your home, and even protect your business in the form of their security tinting or security window film that will literally help prevent someone from getting into your business or your church or even your home. If you're looking for a way of further protecting your assets or your business, you can call the Window Tint Company, and they do awesome job. And they have actually committed to being a regular sponsor going forward of the show, and I'm just really thankful for them. And Barbara Steebing, your mortgage lender at First Volunteer Bank, has been a regular supporter as well. Out of the last year, I think they were only able to sponsor the show for 1 quarter out of 4, which is amazing. It's so thankful for her heart for God, her heart for serving people by helping them, lower their rates or get into a first home. If you need a mortgage lender that is there to truly help you and do what is in your best interest, you need to go stop by and see Barbara Steebing at First Volunteer Bank. A first-time sponsor, in fact, these next two are first-time sponsors officially of Money in Motion, is Smith's Insulation, and Joey Smith out at Smith's Insulation. I'll tell you, you've heard it on the commercial if you listen to the ads in between my segments, but they have been in business since 1977 and do an amazing job of insulating your homes, the utmost of professionalism and service after the sale, and just making sure that you're completely happy with the products and services that they put in your home. But for all your insulation needs, call Joey Smith of Smith's Insulation. And I thank them for sponsoring Money in Motion this next 3 months. And last but definitely not least is Poets. And there's 2 locations on South Jefferson. It's actually the north side of South Jefferson is Poets South, they call it, right there in front of Hobby Lobby. And then, of course, you have the original Poets on the Square. They have some amazing coffees, and very thankful to have them on as a sponsor as well. So thank you. Shout out to the owner, Jeremy, for his willingness to support what I'm trying to do here as well. So with all that being said, I just wanted to take a minute at the kind of the beginning of the quarter. We've only had 1 week into this particular quarter. When I say quarter, I'm talking about Money in Motion quarters, which are off from fiscal quarters or others. But my shows this last quarter of the year for me is March, April, and May. And then in June, it'll be one full year. I started June, the first Sunday in June a year ago, and can't believe that we are finishing up a year of being on the air with Money in Motion. So if you have any financial needs, if you are interested in learning about Social Security or Medicare, we are doing a lot at Diamond Financial Group to educate the community through different events and programs that can help you in that way. If you want me to help you run a report that can show you based on what month and what year, based on your date of birth, I can run a full report of your Social Security benefits to let you know what you would earn monthly from Social Security anywhere from age 62 to 70, and can give you an accurate picture of that and help advise you a little bit on how to determine. Stop by and see us for all your financial or investment needs at Diamond Financial Group, right there beside Poets on the Square. And but today we're going to be talking to a good friend of mine. He's become a friend really just over about the last year. But man, it just seems like every time I turn around, him and I are doing similar things. We are now both officers with AMVETS, which American Veterans now has a post right here in Cookeville, post number 44, Highland AMVETS, post 44. If you're interested and if you're a veteran that has served honorably, that's the only requirement to be an AMVET. We are taking on new members of AMVETS, and through the 21st of March, you can actually be a chartered member of AMVETS, post 44. And if you're a chartered member, for the 60 days after that charter period time frame, which again ends March 21st, for April and May until May 21st, you can become a lifetime member of AMVETS for half price, which is incredible. But that only applies to chartered members. So if you're interested in that, you need to go ahead and get your membership application submitted. You can Google Cookeville AMVETS, and it'll take you to Cookeville AMVETS very quickly, and you can become a chartered member. Your name will actually be attached to the chartered documents that established AMVETS Post 44, and we meet the fourth Monday of every month at the Veterans Memorial Building, right there across from Moogie's Barbecue or beside First Baptist Church. But for any information about that, but I was telling you about my guest is Michael Reep. He is now the treasurer for Highland AMVETS Post 44, and he's got a lot of other things going on that we're going to talk about right after a break from my amazing sponsors that I just talked to you about right here on Money in Motion. I'm your host, Jason Murphy, and you're listening to News Talk 1077 and 1400 The Hub.
Protecting your home or business is important to you. That's why you might invest in an advanced security system or make sure you have the strongest locks on the market. But what are you doing about the sun? That big yellow ball of fire is shooting UV rays through your windows that can fade furniture and increase your energy costs. Fortunately, the Window Tint Company in Cookeville can provide you with a championship-level solution, offering multiple lines of window film for any need. The Window Tint Company is the Upper Cumberland's expert when it comes to protecting your home or business from blinding glare or damaging UV rays. And you'll still be able to admire those beautiful Middle Tennessee sunrises and sunsets. When you're ready to protect your home or business from the sun, give Jason and Susie with the Window Tint Company a call at 931-510-0830. That's 931-510-0830. Visit CookevilleWindowTintCompany.com to learn more or request an estimate.
Hey, this is Jason Murphy from Money in Motion. Let me talk to you a little bit about my good friend Joey Smith of Smith's Insulation. Did you know that Smith's Insulation has been around since 1977? They provide insulation for new construction and on existing homes. They are certified by the TVA as a weatherization contractor. That means that you could actually get a rebate for improving the efficiency of your home. I greatly encourage you to call Smith's Insulation for all your insulation needs, whether it be for commercial builds or new or existing residential. I have used Smith's Insulation for both and can tell you that I was extremely pleased with the service, the quality, and the energy efficiency they provided. To find out more information about Smith Insulation, go to smithinsulationtn.net. That's smithinsulationtennessee.net.
646-5519. Those numbers may not mean a whole lot to you right now, but you're going to want to write this number down. My name is Jennifer. My husband and I, we're frugal people. While we like to get a lot of value for our money, to say the least, we stretch every dollar. So last year, we decided that we wanted to refinance a mortgage on our house. We did our research, and that's when I met Barbara Steeving. Her official title is loan officer. She's not just thorough, not just thoughtful. She actually anticipated my family's needs throughout the whole process of the refinance. And trust me, folks, when I say they were tricky needs. She was just amazing. Can't say enough about it. By the time the process was over, I called her my friend. You can be friends with Barbara. All you need to do is go to Willow Avenue in Cookeville next to Jackson Plaza and go into First Volunteer Bank and tell my friend Barbara Steeving that you're there to save money, and she will do it for you. The number is 646-5519. So stop by First Volunteer Bank and see Barbara Steeving.
Member FDIC insured and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Money in Motion. I'm your host, Jason Murphy, right here on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Stop by and see me anytime right there at Diamond Financial Group, right beside Poets on the Square. I'll be glad to talk to you, sit down and discuss any of your financial needs. But today we're going to talk to a good friend of mine again, Michael Reep, the treasurer of AmVets. He's also the owner, operator, founder of Virtual Telco.
That's correct.
Is that right? That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about that business, and then we'll talk about some of the other things going on.
Okay. Nailing me down to one thing here. That's, wow, we're all over the place.
We both wear many hats.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that right?
Virtual Telco is a company that we started. We actually just had our first year birthday, but we started it out of a need for people, for businesses, rather, for better communication options.
Yes.
And for better pricing.
Okay.
And, like 90% of it was, we need this, and we contacted all the companies we can think of, and most of them are the phone company.
Okay.
And it's just out of our price range.
Right.
And so we were like, we know we can do it better and cheaper, so let's just do it.
Absolutely.
And so we just kind of jumped in.
I want to go ahead and just kind of give a little bit of a personal testimony. We're coming up on a year that Diamond Financial Group has been at our new location right there at 228 East Broad Street, Suite 100, right beside Poets on the Square. And we developed this new office. We wanted it to be up to speed. We wanted it to be of high technology. We wanted to have all the amenities and niceties of a very professional office. But because we are kind of new to the area and not really had a storefront office space for the first 17 years that we have been in business, we were just realizing that everything was extremely expensive. Mm-hmm. And Michael, especially when it came to telephone service and getting a multi-line type of service with an 800 number, and where we had voicemail that was professional, and where we had kind of a voice recording when someone called in and it says, "Hey, thank you for calling Diamond Financial Group. For Jason Murphy, press 1," for so on and so forth. We now have that entire system. It is voice over IP.
That's correct, yes.
But because it's voice over IP and because we're working with Virtual Telco, we have extremely affordable rates. We have the access to the 888, the toll-free number for people to call in, because we have clients in 15 different states, by the way, for Diamond Financial Group. But a lot of our clients, even in Tennessee, are long distance, and we have a lot of clients in Fairfield Glade that have landlines. For those of you that don't know what that is, you can actually have a phone in your house connected to a wall. And so when you have those phone systems, you have long-distance calls. And people don't like, jacking up their phone bill calling their advisor. So we wanted an 800 number. You guys were able to help us find one and to kind of research and find one that actually has Diamond in it. So our number is 888-59-DIAMOND is our toll-free number, thanks to you guys. I mean, that's just one of the small pieces pieces of personal service after the sale that you guys have provided for us. Not to mention, Michael himself has come in to our phone systems, which we got through them at an extremely good price, by the way, and has even put the little tabs that he typed out himself, I'm sure, that have the different names for the different extensions that are on every phone in our office, and it's just amazing. And so personal testimony and appreciation. We are coming up on, like I said, a full year of having this phone system for Diamond Financial Group, and I believe it is just one more piece that has made us look like the epitome of professionalism and efficiency in what we do. And I owe a thanks to you guys for that.
You're very welcome.
I'll let you know that Michael Reep is not, right now anyway, a sponsor of Money in Motion, but I just feel so indebted to him for the service that he's provided for our voice over IP phone system that I want him to come on the air and talk to you about how you can take your business to the next level with an incredibly professional phone system that will just really enhance your business. Anything else you can tell us about?
Well, I mean, I can address one thing, and some listeners may have reservations about voice over IP. They may have been burned in the past. I can tell you we're different because we own all of the equipment all the way from the termination down to the end device.
Oh, wow.
We have had customers before. If we own that entire chain,
yes,
we can look and see every piece in there and what's happening, and we can fix it within just a few minutes.
Well, and on that note, Michael, I want to commend you for one other thing that you did that impressed me and the owner of Diamond Financial, Daryl Phillips, and our other partner, Michael Townsley, our Medicare specialist. Charter Communications ended up having a outage. They had a down trunk, a large portion of their data that fed all of Middle Tennessee ended up getting severed somewhere over on like the North Carolina border. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know there was an issue and hadn't received or noticed any degradation in our service at all. But even before I knew there was a problem, Michael Reep and Virtual Telco were calling me to say, hey, by the way, this is what's going on. You might have a little bit of degradation in your service because of this outage by Charter Communications. We ended up never having any degradation, by the way, but they were still right on top of it. They were still right on top of it and letting us know that there could be an issue and when that would be resolved. And I was just extremely thankful for that professionalism.
And we deliver options in those cases. I mean, if you have issues like that, we can forward calls to a cell phone, for instance.
Oh, wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah, you probably missed that part.
Well, and we ended up not needing it, right. Quite honestly, and we're not, we don't have an overabundance of phone calls that we answer right now. Most of our business comes in and we have appointments, but even the phone calls I had to make and the phone calls that came in, we received no degradation whatsoever in our service. But to know that those options are available is just amazing. And again, just a testament to the professionalism of Virtual Telco.
Well,
anything else you can share?
Yeah, actually, this is just kind of a recent thing. Maybe 5 or 6 months ago, we became a state licensed alarm contractor.
Oh, wow.
So we are legally, by the way, listeners, to have a camera installed in your home or business by a third-party company, they have to be state licensed.
Oh, I see.
And there's hefty fees if none of those rules are followed. So we're a state licensed alarm contractor now. We can provide those services. We're actually offering some free camera surveillance systems with some of our voice packages now.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. Well, we may need to talk about that as well. And I'll share a story when we come back after another word from my amazing sponsors. You're listening to Money in Motion right here on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Hi, everybody. This is Jason Murphy, your host on Money in Motion, right here on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. And I'm excited to introduce a sponsor that is an amazing friend of mine, Dr. Ken Schmidt-Matzen and Pam from Cookville Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, located right there beside the Justice Center and beside where J.J. Jack's used to be. A lot of you are familiar with that area. And I have to tell you that I have seen Dr. Ken and Pam going back for 28 years. They are good personal friends of mine, but the services that they offer there are amazing. Dr. Ken is one of the best chiropractors that I know, and I have seen him over and over for neck pain, for back pain, for issues with my hips where I've had car crashes and different things that have taken place in my life, and he's always been able to get me straightened out and back active the way I like to be with my boys, going climbing and hiking and running and playing. So I encourage you to stop by and see Dr. Ken. If you have any issues with your spine, with your neck, back, legs, he can check you out and get you taken care of. Now, Pam is an amazing physical therapist. I can tell you I just had knee surgery just a month ago, and I've already completed the turkey trot this past November, which was amazing that I was able just a few weeks after knee surgery, and Pam was able to help me get rehabilitated extremely quickly to get back out there and lead the active life that I enjoy. Also, they have a new nutritional program that is amazing to help you get in the right physical shape that you need to. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're just trying to get healthier, but you're not sure what type of nutrients your body needs, they can take care of all those needs right there at Cookeville Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, located right there beside the Justice Center in Cookeville.
Congratulations, you found a home for sale that interests you on the internet.
Is it really as great as you think it is?
Is the asking price in line with the current market values?
Will owning this home allow you to continue enjoying life as you know it?
Are there more homes in the area you may like better? To unlock the mystery of home buying, you need a professional realtor. You need the Wilson team at the Realty Firm. Our experienced and highly trained team of realtors will take the guesswork out for you.
Buying a home is a process, and the Wilson team at the Realty Firm will walk with you every step of the way, making your needs our top priority.
The only house we want to help you buy is the one you can be proud of.
The one you can call home knowing you took every step to ensure it will bring joy to you and your family for years to come.
Call Darren Wilson at the Realty Firm at 931-520-7750 or find them at www.therealtyfirmagent.com. The Wilson team will put you on the path to owning the right home for you.
Just over 11 years ago, my wife and I went on our first date. We ended the evening by going to a little coffee shop here in Cookeville, just catty corner of the courthouse, named Poets. We sat down and enjoyed an amazing cup of coffee. We enjoyed the company with each other, getting to know each other. That ended up leading to us being married less than 6 months later and having been married for the last 10 years. It all started at Poets, right there, catty corner of the courthouse. For one of the best cups of coffee in Cookeville, I highly encourage you to stop by Poets on the Square or their other location on the north end of South Jefferson Avenue. Poets Coffee, a great place to take your next date or just enjoy a cup of coffee. Welcome back to Money in Motion. I'm your host, Jason Murphy from Diamond Financial Group, right there beside Poets on the Square. Stop by and get an amazing cup of coffee from an amazing coffee connoisseur, if you will, and then stop by and see me. I can help you talk about finance, talk about helping protect your 401k. So many people don't realize how much danger your 401k is of suffering the next recession, which is going to happen. I almost guarantee it is probably going to happen within the next couple of years. We will have another recession, people. It's been since 2008, since our last one. So make sure you're protecting your assets and you have someone that is watching the market daily to help look out for you and your assets for retirement and your future. But we're talking to my friend today, Michael Reep. He is the owner, the operator, the founder of Virtual Telco. If you have any telephone needs, especially for a business organization, or you want to protect your home, we just found out that Michael Reep and Virtual Telco can provide some video type surveillance type stuff for your home to help protect that. Is that right, Michael?
That's correct, yeah.
Outstanding. So, but also something new and exciting that Michael's got going on for the upcoming election is he is running for County Commissioner of District 6. And I'm going to take a minute, Mike, and just tell people, if you want a man of integrity, a business owner, but someone that is younger and has creative ideas on how to improve our community, if you're looking for someone, a man of integrity, to help run this county and keep us growing and moving in the right direction, you need Michael Reep to be one of our county commissioners for Putnam County. So, Michael, tell us a little bit about your platform, what you hope to accomplish, what your kind of goals and objectives are, what you stand for.
Okay. Well, we get three pretty important things that we want everybody to know. We are going to be completely against a wheel tax here in Putnam County. We want to keep it that way. There are very, very few counties in Tennessee without a wheel tax, and it means a lot to people. There are people from White County that move here just to avoid the wheel tax.
Right.
So very important. The second thing, we want to make sure we don't increase our property taxes.
Okay.
We want to keep those stable. And the third thing, and this is going to be kind of a bigger category, is community service. So I'm actually going to attempt to, and if I get elected, to create a community service volunteer program for all county commissioners to participate in.
Okay.
Where we go out into the community and find projects to do either as a group or individually and create a set of goals for all county commissioners to meet community service projects. Doesn't exist right now.
Okay.
And I think it's really important for the people representing us to be involved in the community, heavily involved.
Absolutely.
So that's the bigger part. The second part is, and of course we talked about AMVETS earlier. We've got a real heart for veterans, and our friend Josh Pack at the Community for Heroes.
Yes.
I think he needs more representation in Putnam County. Putnam County does a lot with local groups. Currently, as far as I can tell, in any of the budgets that we've passed, there's nothing for these guys. And these guys help house homeless veterans. They're looking to build a very large area here to house up to 200 homeless veterans here in Putnam County.
Yes.
And it strikes at my heartstrings, and I think we need to do more to help them out.
Yeah, and I would totally agree with that. As the commander of AMVETS, as a 20-year veteran of the Air Force, and Michael Reep, also a very proud veteran, and like I said before, an officer, the treasurer for Highland AMVETS Post 44. We have gotten to know Josh Pack well and to know his heart for veterans. Of course, he is a vet that has served proudly, and we have all come to realize that there is a drastic need. And some veterans have a much harder time during their service and during their time, and they give a whole lot more than what other veterans give. And some of these guys that are affected by PTSD and affected by different disabilities are struggling. These are men that literally, they wrote a check up to and including their life in service of our country, and the least that we can do is make sure that they have a roof over their head. So we're looking at like a mini home community,
like the tiny house, like on the TV shows.
The tiny house community, and these are popping up, by the way, around the nation. I know there's 4 or 5 different states at least right now that are doing these projects that are being very successful, because what it's doing is not just giving a home to a veteran that needs a home, but it actually creates a community of individuals that have all gone through similar, yet different, but similar circumstances and similar events, so they can lean on each other. It is a fact that right now an average of 22 vets commit suicide every day, and part of it is they don't have an outlet. They don't have an ability to communicate and work through those issues, and so they see or think that there's no way out other than to take their own life. And we want to lower that number. We want to help our veterans that have given so much for the freedoms we take for granted of every single day.
I agree. And even a big part of that is nowhere to go. Right. I mean, you get at your lowest point emotionally when you literally have nowhere to go.
Right.
And, you start there with somebody. You have a place now to call your home, to reside. And then you start building on top of those things.
Right.
To get them back into just a normal functioning person.
Right. And so going back to go kind of back to some of your other platforms for this particular election, lowering our taxes or keeping our taxes low is so so crucially important for our local economy. And some people are saying, what are you talking about? How can keeping our property tax low help our economy? Well, the main thing it's going to do is continue to invite people in from outside areas. One of the biggest attractors of Tennessee and of Putnam County and Cookeville to retirees that, by the way, often have lots of money and want to invest in our community is our low property tax. So by keeping our property tax low and by keeping a will tax off the books, we are making a case for retirees to come in, to continue to come in and move in to this area. And those are the people I work with, Michael, on a daily basis. Is I'm talking to retirees and I'm helping them manage their finances and their income through retirement. And I often ask, hey, you're from Florida, you're from Michigan, you're from all these other places. Why in the world? How did you end up settling? I literally had this conversation multiple times this last week and would ask, how did you end up in Cookeville? And they said, man, your property tax are so low. How could we not come to this area? And other people say, well, we love the beautiful scenery. We love that you have 4 seasons. We love so much about it. But financially speaking, it's one of the most affordable cities in the nation. And we actually have had that designation multiple times by USA Today over the past 20 or 30 years. And so I am proud to be a member of this community. I'm proud of Cookeville. I'm proud of our mayor, Ricky Shelton. I encourage you to vote for him again in the upcoming election. I'm so thankful for our county executive, Randy Porter, for everything that he does. These men have a heart for veterans, which it sounds like Michael Reep is right in line with, and I know that he is. But we are trying to make improvements in this community to make it a place that people want to come and be a part of, and keeping our taxes low is a big part of that. So, brother, I'm proud of you. I'm proud to call you a friend. I'm proud to call you a fellow veteran, and I look forward to calling you our next county commissioner for District 6 coming up in this election. So get out there and vote. It's not an option, in my opinion. It is a responsibility to get out and vote. And quite honestly, I don't care who you vote for, although I hope that you choose wisely and think about your decision, get to know some of the candidates, even call up Michael Reep and talk to him. And I'm going to tell you here in just a minute how you can call and get a hold of him. But please consider who you're going to vote for, but get out there and vote. Make a difference in our community. Keep our taxes down so we have more people coming in, bringing in more money that's going to make our community even better every day. Michael, how can people get a hold of you for virtual telco or to talk to you more about being the next county commissioner of District 6?
Well, we've got for virtual telco, you can go to our website. It's www.virtualtel.co. That's virtualtel.co. You can also give us a call toll free 855-543-2168. For County Commission, we've got 2 ways you can do that as well. You can go to Mike4Putnam.com. That's Mike and the number 4, Putnam.com. You can also call us locally here at 646-4054. That's an information hotline. Got all the stuff on there that you'd like to hear about. If you'd also like a yard sign, you can use either both of those methods to let us put a yard sign in your yard.
Perfect. So I hope you'll support Michael. Thank you so much for listening to Money in Motion. I'm your host, Jason Murphy from Diamond Financial Group, right here on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Advisory services are offered through Creative Financial Designs Incorporated, a registered investment advisor, and securities are offered through CFD. Investments Incorporated, a registered broker-dealer, member of FINRA and SIPC. 765-453-9600. Diamond Financial Group is not associated with the CFD companies.